G'day, hello, konnichiwa, yokoso. I'm Luke from Overland Campers, Japan, and in this video I'm going to do a demonstration of how to set up and pack down and also talk about some of the features of our black FJ Cruiser Overland camping car. Follow me, let's have a look. We'll start from the rear trunk. Very simply, to open, like such. The first thing you'll see is there's a kitchen and luggage storage area here. It's about 95 centimeters wide, 65 centimeters deep, and 50 centimeters high. There's enough room for 2 medium-sized baggages. However, if there's just 2 of you, I highly recommend putting your luggage in the second row behind the driver and passenger seats. You'll find that there's a fridge here. Very simple, 40-litre pull open and close fridge type system. The Overland Campers Japan team can help you turn on the battery system. However, if you need to do it yourself, you simply push the AC button on, and that will give power to the fridge and the roof tent. You then also have access to Japanese 110 volt power outlets here. To use the USBs for charging, you simply push the USB button on and you can charge devices here from the USB outlets. To control the outside camping lamp, there is a simple red button here which you turn on and turn off. Just be sure to turn this off before driving. That will run power to the fridge and also the roof tent. Behind me we have a rear drop-down table. Very simple latch system, latch across and the system comes down. You can put some items on here, you can put the cooker on here, you cannot sit on here and you cannot stand on here. Very simple to put it back. On top of the fridge you'll find that there's 2 camping chairs and a stool. The stool's very helpful if you can't reach something or to put some items on top of while you're camping outside. Over here you'll find a fire pit with tools for using the fire pit and some fire starters. In Japan, the campgrounds will sell you wood and or charcoal. Under the fire pit there's a camping table. Next, onto this drawer here. Simply slide it out and you'll find that you've got your pots and your pans, a toasted sandwich cooker, a coffee maker, also your cups, bowls and saucers. There's also your salt and pepper and general cooking supplies, a cleaning set and also some extra paper towels and aluminium foil and other various camping cooking goods. To put it back, simply push it back in. Next is this drawer. You'll find your camping lights. Very, very simple, twist on, twist off with a USB to charge them from the portable battery. You'll also find your typical Asian gas cooker, all your cooking and eating utensils, so knives and forks, spatulas, various tools for cooking. You'll also find that there is chopping boards inside here and 1 extra camping table. Everything's all packed inside this drawer. To close it, simply put it back. In the side compartment, you'll find a first aid kit and some other general tools that may be helpful for your journey. So that's the rear section. Moving on to the front. So moving into the driving section of the FJ Cruiser, the first thing you'll see there'll be some water and driving snacks for you to enjoy. It's a simple key start, it's an automatic and a handbrake. You won't need the off-road functionality. The navigation system, you can connect by Bluetooth, but actually a lot of my customers, they simply grab their phone, putting it here on the holder and /charger, and they just use Google Maps to enjoy their journey. In the center console, you'll also find a Bluetooth speaker and some other tools for you to play with. So ETC or electronic toll charging system is already installed inside the car. So what that means, when you're on the highway or the freeway, you'll see English, E, T, and C. That's where you go. There'll be a boom gate, slow down and drive through. And then when you come back at the end of your journey, within 2 days, the computer will tell us where you went and the charges for your trip. We simply send that to you with a credit card link and ask that you pay us back. So you pay for your ETC charges after your trip. Next, the FJ Cruiser takes regular gasoline. And to open the gas tank, there is a lever just under the driver's section. And the access point for the gas tank is on the passenger side on the left. I'll show you. The FJ Cruiser takes regular gasoline and you simply fill it from here. So we don't want diesel and we don't want premium, just regular. 99% of the time in Japan, it's a red Bowser. If in doubt, please ask the staff to help you. We just want regular gasoline. To close, very simple. Next, I want to show you how to get to the second row seats in the FJ Cruiser. So the FJ Cruiser has 5 seats, and to get to the second row seats, you need to open the front door, and the lever is very simply behind here, and you have access in and out. In this section, you'll also find the very important ladder for the roof tent. And as I mentioned, if it's just 2 of you, this is a great place to put your luggage while you're driving. And then perhaps while you're camping, one person puts their luggage in the front seat and the passenger seat. That way you have your own separate walk-in closets. For now, we'll grab the ladder because we need it for the roof tent. So bringing the ladder, put it somewhere safe. Don't rest it against the car. We're going to open the roof tent. So let's open the rear trunk. Then you can simply climb up and you'll find that there's 2 latches, 1 and 2. You want to simply pop the latches. Make sure you have a big open space. Nothing dangerous, no power lines or trees, a big open space. And you can simply push open the roof tent. As it opens, you may notice there's a bungee cord here. And we need to take down the bungee cord and put it to the corner of the roof tent in this location. If you can't reach the bungee cord, simply pull back down the tent and taking the bungee cord and hooking it onto the corners. So you've opened the roof tent and you'll find that on top of the bedding or under the futon, there are 2 tent poles. To install them, you simply put one end in and you need to bend it over into the eyelet. And the same on this side. It is possible to do that while you're sitting inside the tent. So that's how we open the roof tent. Now for getting in and out, it's slightly different. Next, we grab our ladder and take it out of the ladder bag. So opening and closing the roof tent is from the rear, but actually when we access the roof tent, we access from the passenger side. So on the ladder, you'll notice that there are 2 hooks here, and I'll show you where we connect them. You'll notice that there's a bracket here and there's a hook on top of the ladder. That's the only place where the ladder can go. So you simply lift it open until you hear 1 click, and then you want to hook it on like such and pull down. Make sure that you have a nice pyramid style design, not too close to the car, not too far away, something strong. And then you can simply go up, and this is how you go in and out of the roof tent. So inside the tent, you'll find that all the bedding is already inside. And an important tip, when you're sleeping, we recommend putting the pillows in the front of the roof tent. It gives you the greatest sense of space and the greatest view. However, when it comes to closing the roof tent, you want to bring the pillows to the back. Important tip, sleeping, pillows front, closing, pillows back. The bed size in this FJ Cruiser is 135 centimeters wide and 215 centimeters long. There's access to power and USB inside the roof tent. In the winter months, you'll find that there is an electric blanket installed and you can simply control it from the USB charging point inside the roof tent. Now, for closing, we want to make sure that the bedding is nice and flat and bring the pillows to the back. We can take out our supporting arms from the inside. 1 and 2, please don't lose them. Putting them inside the tent. Now you want to lift up the bungee cord, and then with this lever, put it under the bungee cord and simply pull down. And you can adjust the bungee cord as you're coming down. Now, when I've got to this position, I like to stop and do a karate chop make sure everything is inside. Slowly letting the air escape, checking your edges that everything's inside. And you can simply close, latch on and down, latch on, down. Now, you can't go on top of the roof tent. You can't stand on here and you can't sit on here. Please don't go up here. But there you have it. We've closed the roof tent. Very simple. Next, we're going to open the awning. So we have a large 270-degree awning on the FJ Cruiser. Now, to open, there's 2 zips. You want to make sure that they're in the full open position. So zip number 1, completely open, and then we're going to come around with zip number 2. Remember, if you're shorter than me, you have the stool in the back to give you some extra height. Don't stop here, don't stop here. Open 100%. And then this will simply open up like such, and you'll find the awning. Find the latch that looks like this and simply take it and walk around the car. Secure it to the eyelet, pulling it nice and tight. So the awning is now open, and remember, you're accessing the tent from the passenger side, so the awning is able to stay open while you're camping. Now, you can't stand on the awning and you can't walk on the awning and you can't sit on the awning. Please also refrain from lighting a big fire under the awning. And there's also some ropes here. Please don't pull them out, you won't need to. So that was how we easily set up the awning. To close it, it's basically the same process in reverse. Follow me. Very simply, you walk around with the awning, pushing it around, pushing it around. Then you might need to simply open the bag. Remember that you have the stool if you're not tall enough. You want to simply push it in and then make a fold and roll it as tight as possible. Nice and tight, putting the bag on, grabbing a zip and following it around. To close it, 100%, and we've closed up the awning. Thanks very much for watching this video on how to operate, set up, pack down, and also some of the features of our black FJ Cruiser. As with all of our camping cars, it's something to take your time with and learn as you go. We look forward to seeing some of you very soon.